Hey guys, so as I'm sure you can already tell by the title of this video, we are moving, which is so insane to be saying that out loud. It honestly didn't really feel all that real until I'm saying it to you guys. But before we move, I wanted to go ahead and do a little home tour before we finally have to say goodbye to this house, which I am honestly so heartbroken over. I feel like that is the hardest thing for me right now, is having to say goodbye to this home. It was the first house that we ever purchased. We lived in a lot of apartments before this, and it's just something that, I don't know, was such a huge step in our relationship and in our lives in general. We always saw our lives out in California. I never saw myself living in Texas forever. It was kind of something we were gonna do for a little while and then move back. I'm sad to leave the house, but I'm excited to start our lives back in California again and just be close to my family, and it's just where I see my future. So it's a very bittersweet feeling, but before we leave, I definitely wanted to do a home tour. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. So here's what our house looks like from the front. And then when you walk up, you have this little like porch area where we used to sit and have coffee in the morning sometimes, or when it was really hot in the summer, we would come out here and drink sangria. Okay, so here's the entrance into the house. And it's a really gloomy day today, unfortunately. Typically the house gets a lot of light, so I try to turn on some of the lights so that you guys could see the house better, but usually when it's sunny, it's super bright in here. But yeah, here is our little entryway area. We just got this little table online. I will link it if you're curious. We have, actually this picture is not a real photo. It's one of those photos that comes with the frames, but we loved all the palm trees in it. It reminded us of Los Angeles, so we kept it and just kind of covered the little like watermark with this photo of us when we first got the house, which is right there. I'm not sure how well you can see it. And then over here, we have this little poof that I got from Target, and our little very modest record collection. It is slowly growing, but that's where we keep all of our records. We have a plant. The planter, I believe, is also from Target. And then here is our living space area, which looks like that. I have a little pom-pom garland that's draped across those windows. If any of you saw my Christmas decorating vlog from a couple years back, you know I got that specifically for Christmas, and I hung it up there around Christmas time, but just kind of left it up because I liked the way that it looked. And then over on the opposite side, we had our entertainment center. This little like console I got, I believe, from All Modern Furniture online, and I really liked it. So we just have that. We have a little like entryway closet over there. And then this little area, we never really figured out exactly what we wanted to do with it. Mind you, a lot of stuff in the house is already packed up. So if it looks really bare, it's because a lot of things are already in boxes, but we never really figured out what we wanted to even do here. It was perfect at Christmas because it was where we would put our tree, but other than that, we just kept this little chair that I got from Target. I have a little basket with some blankets in there. I think that's from Macy's. And then this giant white furry beanbag is from PB Teen. We bought this purposely for Christmas time because we had family over, and we realized we didn't really have a whole lot of seating if we all wanted to sit and watch a movie. So that's why we got that little poof and this little like beanbag. It's kind of awkwardly just shoved in the corner right now. I think we only want to bring it out around the holiday season. That's kind of not its like permanent home, but we just never put it back after Christmas, so it's just kind of hanging out there. And it kind of works out too if Jordan ever wants to play video games. He can kind of sit on that little beanbag in front of the TV. So next we have our dining area. This piece of art here in the back is from Pier 1. Fun fact, I worked for Pier 1 for maybe 30 seconds. It was literally the shortest job I've ever had, and it's not a bad company. It just wasn't the right fit for me. I worked for like their work from home customer service agent thing, but this was the only thing I bought while I was working there, so I got it for a pretty good deal. But I really like the piece. It's just, I feel like a little bit modern and rustic, and I like that it's mirrored, so it adds a little extra light into the space. So my favorite part of the house is definitely the kitchen because it was really, really big. Honestly, I feel like half the front of the house pretty much is the kitchen if you look at it in proportion with like the living area, but I did not mind that at all. I loved cooking in this kitchen. And originally we were planning to cut this island because we just felt like it was way too large and cut into the dining space a little bit too much, but we ended up keeping it and just putting some stools there. And it was really nice around Christmas time when we were cooking and making food. People could kind of sit there and hang out and we could all talk as we cooked. So yeah, it ended up working out really nicely. It's a really great, like, entertaining type of kitchen. Over here, I just have some cookbooks in this little basket. We have a little gold watering can, a couple of cutting boards that I picked up, I believe, from Home Goods. And then this little shelf that we installed, we just have some bowls from Crate and Barrel or CB2 on there, and then this little like white porcelain house. This kitchen is really bright. Like when it's really sunny outside, the light just beams right through these windows, so it really brightens everything up. But we had candles up here which are already packed up, but right now all we have is this little, like, I think this is from Magnolia. It's like a little plant holder. Over here we had our like farmhouse style sink, dishwasher, juicer, spices, cooking stuff, all that fun supplies, and then our cabinetry. These like utensil or cookware holders I got from Home Goods, as well as this little bright blue tea kettle. I wanted a little pop of blue in the kitchen since the outside of our house is blue. It's not that color of blue, but I kind of liked just that little pop of like robin's egg blue in the kitchen. I'm not going to show you the pantry because it's filled with boxes right now from packing. We have our little Nespresso maker, and then this was our little like coffee / tea, hot cocoa bar. The house also has a lot of these little cutouts. Like it has the same cutout here on the opposite side for shelving. So we used to keep like glasses and things like that. Tons of storage for like cookware pretty much everywhere throughout the house. And there's actually more to the kitchen back there, which I'll show you in a second, but you know, pretty much as much counter space as anyone could need. And then facing the kitchen, I got this little tray from Magnolia around Christmas time. I have a couple of candles. One of my absolute favorites is Magnolia Linen. It's the most fresh, beautiful, clean smell. So I have that burning right now, as well as my Santal candle from Brooklyn Candle Studios, as well as some little matches that I have here. And then this little floral arrangement, I'm sure I got from like Michael's. The vase was from Home Goods. And that's kind of the little setup I have here at the front. So yeah, this is our little bar cart area where we made drinks, and we have this picture of San Francisco up top, which is where Jordan and I met. Walking through this first little entryway in the house, this picture is from Target. I'm sure a lot of you would probably recognize it, but we first have the guest bathroom, which was pretty much my bathroom because I use these two rooms on opposite side the most. But yeah, it kind of has like that Carrera marble kind of look. I love the lights up here too. They're really, really cool light bulbs. And then here was the tub and shower. And I love that the shower had this really nice ledge on here so I could keep a ton of products if I was testing out a bunch of different things. I definitely had the space to test it out. And the shower curtain I got from Target, though I don't feel like the camera is giving it or doing it justice because it actually has little gold sparkly like lines running through it or stripes. So it's really pretty and has just a little hint of glitter in there, which I really like. The opposite side of the bathroom has this giant shelf that I got from Target for like $30 on Black Friday. And it just holds all of my skincare, my hair care is up at the top. I have like toners, cleansers, serums, masks, more masks, hair tools like brushes, headbands, and then more hair tools down there and some other kind of miscellaneous masks and skincare. The little bath mat I got from Target. I realized all of my house is from Target, guys, so sorry for not being super original. It's just, I really love Target. This little rose gold basket is from Walmart, and I got a bunch of those that are kind of scattered all throughout the house just to hold like washcloths and different miscellaneous items. But yeah, really nice little bathroom. This is my filming room, or was my filming room, which really no one goes in but myself for obvious reasons. It's not really a room for decoration, it's just a room for filming, but I have all my lights. These carpets we just purchased and just set down to help cushion the audio, but this is where I sit and film, and I have all of my lights here. I know it's really messy, guys. This is, again, just a room where I used to film. I don't really use it for anything else. And then here is my background. I always list all of my filming equipment, so if you're ever curious, I have it down in my description. And then this is the monitor that I use, but I would not recommend it. It's just an Insignia TV we got from Best Buy. I wouldn't recommend it. The color balance is never accurate, and it sometimes minimizes, and so you can't really see, like the picture minimizes and you can't really see what you're doing. So it's just not really meant, I think, to be like a camera monitor. So yeah, I would not recommend that guy. But yeah, this is where I pretty much filmed all of my videos. Coming out of the filming room, straight across we have my office room. Now this room is super bare because a lot of stuff has already been packed up, but this was like my beauty slash office space. On this side we have my vanity set up here. Everything is pretty much from IKEA except for the mirror. I think that's from Vanity Planet. But yeah, I just have my brushes, some lipsticks. I have this little drawer thing to keep most of my everyday makeup in. And then yeah, I just have stuff like kind of thrown about in bins right now because we're packing all of it up. This little daybed on this side is from IKEA, and I would just kind of relax on here if I ever wanted to read or prep for a video or take notes or whatever. I'd kind of just hang out on this guy. And then this little artwork piece up here, I really love. It's from HomeGoods. They have a bunch of them, but this is the one that I like the most. It's like a really pretty light gray crystal with like a gold foil wrapped around it. So we just have that hung up there. I had like quotes and pictures and things over on this side, but it's all packed up. I have another Alexa drawer set over here for my makeup, and then here is my computer and pretty much where I do work and edit. Little closet, some boxes. I have this little stool that I got from HomeGoods, and on top of it is this book Glow that I got for Christmas from my mom. I'm really excited, but it's basically all recipes that are supposed to be really good for the skin, so I will have to start trying those out soon. Okay, we have a little bit of sun coming through, so I feel like you can get a better idea of how much light is coming through the house right now. It's still cloudy, but hopefully you can see how bright it is. And then we're gonna walk through the kitchen. Another thing we always planned to do was to redo this backsplash, but we never got around to it. So that'll be something fun for the new homeowner to do. Now this little area was super helpful. This is actually a Butler's pantry. We have a little wine fridge in here that came with the house. If you're wondering what's happening here, okay, so the strangest thing happened. We had a speaker that was here for like a year, just resting there. We almost never used it. It was just where it would sit. We took it off the granite or marble yesterday, and it completely left this dark blue stain. I don't know if any of you guys have experienced that. I've never seen that happen with any electronic item or speaker where it left an actual blue, like a ink blue stain on the counter. So right now we have some baking soda sitting on there to try to absorb the stain, and hopefully it's gonna come out. But yeah, total freak weird thing. So anyways, this is the Butler's pantry, so you could, you know, if you had people over, you could prepare food over here. Honestly, a lot of times we would just use this area to do our laundry. And speaking of laundry, laundry room is over here. Nothing super fancy or exciting, but yeah, this is our little separate laundry area. And then here is the backyard. We never really did anything with the backyard except for plant grass. Most of this was actually dirt when we first got the house. So yeah, that's pretty much all we did with it. I know it doesn't look the best because obviously winter is winding down, so a lot of it has kind of died or gone dormant. So, and then there is our garage. But yeah, just our little yard. And then I will take you back through into the bedroom. We got some fun boxes going on over here. And then this has got to be my favorite part of the house, which is our bedroom. And here is what it looks like. Now this is a room that doesn't get a ton of light regularly, but I actually really love that because in the morning I could sleep in. I don't have to worry about the sun shooting in my face. It just is really calming and relaxing in here. Now our bed is actually custom made from a local furniture maker here in Dallas for a really affordable price. I can't remember the name of who made it, but basically I was looking for just a very simple design with a really high headboard. I wanted it in a gray color, and I couldn't find anything that I liked or wasn't like tufted within an inch of its life. So I ended up drawing up this little design and he made it for us. And yeah, it's just like almost like a deep heather gray, but the headboard comes up really high so we could put really oversized pillows on here. And yeah, we just have a ton of little pillows. The bedding is from Magnolia, and this little like sheet overlay, I don't know what you would call this, is by Lucky Brand from Macy's. Most of the pillows are from HomeGoods. This little pillow in the front here is from Target, and this throw blanket is from HomeGoods. We do have matching nightstands on either side of the bed, and I got these from West Elm, I think for Black Friday. They were at a really good price, and I just think they're super cute and perfect for the room. And then on my side of the bed, I have a little picture that says, "Let's stay home," which is totally me. And then also on my nightstand, I have a couple of books I'm currently reading. We do have these little matching candles. I'll show you Jordan's in a second, but they're from Homesick, and mine says Southern California. And then this little thing is actually from Santorini, and it's where I keep my engagement ring. So we got this little kind of mini porcelain figurine or something from Santorini. You can see it there at the front, and I just keep it here on my nightstand, and my engagement ring actually fits perfectly on top of it. And if you don't already know, Santorini is where Jordan and I got engaged, so yeah, it kind of just fits together perfectly. On this side of the room is not super fancy, but it's where I keep my shoes. I have minimized my shoes a lot. I don't really have like a capsule wardrobe when it comes to my clothing, but I feel like I have a capsule shoe collection. Like I obviously like neutrals, and yeah, I just have everything that I need right here. If you're wondering why there's a computer here, it's because this is my old Mac computer that I wasn't using anymore, so we brought it in here to kind of use as a TV. So sometimes we'll just kind of pull this guy up to the center of the bed and just watch movies and whatever we want on there. And then this little butterfly chair is something I think Jordan got from Restoration Hardware a long time ago. The throw pillow is from HomeGoods. Of course, more boxes. This nightstand, or I'm sorry, this dresser I'm letting go of, it's actually broken. The bottom won't totally close. It's from IKEA, and I think this is probably one of the first things I ever purchased when I got my first apartment back in Oakland. So it is old, it is beat up. Yeah, it's way overdue to be let go of. So that will not be coming with us for the move. I have this giant circle mirror, which I love, from Target, my second home. And then on the dresser, I just have some jewelry. I have this cute Santorini candle from my future brother-in-law. I feel like he's already my brother-in-law. Alex, he got us this little like Santorini candle. Let me show you what it looks like. So the candle looks like this, and it smells so good. I have this little music box that we got from France, and I think it plays La Vie en Rose. Some random jewelry. This little vase we were keeping eucalyptus in, but I've taken it out since. I just get some from like Trader Joe's and put it in there, but obviously it's empty for now. And then this is kind of Jordan's little like music area. So he has where he sits to play music. And then this is the other nightstand, and on his, he has the Ohio Homesick candle, which is where he's from. And if you're curious, he loves this room spray. Like, he pretty much almost uses it as cologne sometimes. It's by the company Norden, and it's their Idlewild Essential Oil room spray, but it has a really nice deep kind of sandalwood musky scent, but he loves spraying the bedroom with that. And then bringing you across, we have, or Jordan has one of his acoustic guitars kind of hung up there. And then we have our closet, which is overloaded with clothes right now. I have to go through a lot of these before the move and maybe list some things on like Poshmark or donate some stuff, because I just have way too much going on in here. But it was a really good sized closet. Okay, so bringing you over to the bathroom. This is another area I think I'm going to miss the most, and it is our master bath. So we have a double vanity with the Carrara marble here, as you can see. And then the toilet is behind this door, so it was totally separated. And we have a little like medicine cabinet, and we would keep our towels, robes, miscellaneous skincare. And then our shower looks like this. It's a really nice walk-in shower. It has a little ledge over here too to keep products. There's just a lot of storage in this house. Like that's something that I'm really gonna miss a lot about it, is every room makes sense. There's a specific place for where things can go, and there's tons of shelving and space. But yeah, this was like our walk-in shower. And then probably my #1 favorite spot in the house is right here, which was our bathtub. I'm really gonna miss this bathtub. It's super deep and just really nice and spacious. And I used to, so many times I can't even tell you, after work, I would just be looking forward on the drive home to just soak in this tub and relax and just wash the day off. And I really loved it. There's also this little like window here where I would keep candles, and then a little light fixture over top. And then here is just one last overview of what it looks like when you first come into the house. So that is it for the home tour. Obviously, I'm going to really miss living in this house. It just was kind of like my safe place for a long time. It is the first house that we ever had together, so I think it just holds a really special place in our heart. We rented for many years. We've lived in so many different apartments, so it was a while before we were able to get this house. But yeah, I want to say that too for any of you out there that are also looking for a house, and the idea of finding a place to live is really overwhelming. I completely feel your pain. When we were looking for houses down here in Texas, we didn't have any family or friends down here to help us out. We just had our realtor, who was a complete angel. If you are in the Dallas area, contact me. I will give you her information. Like if you're house hunting, she is amazing. The #1 piece of advice I could give you is to find a house that you can afford. And I know that seems like, okay, common sense, but when you are looking at houses and you go a little bit above your budget just for fun to see what's out there, it's very easy to fall into that trap of, okay, well, you know, if I just eat bread and water for a month, we can totally afford this house. I've had those moments. We both have had those like times where we were looking at a house like, this is where we need to live, and it was clearly way too expensive for us. Looking back, there are some houses that we put offers on that I am so happy did not go through, because we would get really excited about the house and it would be in a really nice neighborhood, and we would just fall in love with the idea of living there without being very practical. Yeah, I'm glad that we finally found something that was a house that we can afford and not feel crazy stressed out over every single month. So I just want to say, even if you find a cute house will not solve your problems. If you are in debt, if you can't afford your mortgage, if you can't afford an emergency, because we definitely have had moments of like repairs and things that have happened. We had like our backyard flood at one point. Things go wrong with a house. Save your money, continue to rent. Don't throw a ton of money away on a super fancy apartment if you're trying to save for a house. Like, live modestly, and trust me, it will be worth it in the end when you find something that you love. We have a long, interesting journey home hunting back in California. The market is going to be a lot different than it is here in Texas, but I definitely want to take you guys along with us for that, because I always like home hunting type of videos. So hopefully that's something you guys are gonna like too. I hope you guys enjoyed this home tour. If you did, please be sure to give the video a like. And if you're new to my channel, definitely don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.